Peace and blessings of the Most High, the boundless omniverses, multiverses, tri-verses, dual verses, universe be upon you all in earshot and eye shot of the God. It's your friendly neighborhood, Pharaoh Rise and Chef C's Dwamutef Moon, and welcome to another episode of Revision Radio, where we seek, analyze, and break down right knowledge, right wisdom, right understanding, right thinking, right reasoning, and right action from the third eye point of view. I'm glad to see you. Happy to be here. Yeah. Peace, God. Ow. Rattle back. First on deck. Let's go. Ninth power. Rattle back, God. What's happening with you? Yeah, man. Just still working out the kinks aside. I'm back, though. You know, I'm focused on the consistency. Eventually, I'm going to get here at 6. I'm on their ass. Pause. What's happening, man? Blessings upon blessings upon blessings. You know, you see the theme of today's show is appreciate the blessings. Woo! Because I'm gonna tell you, right back, God. Appreciate the blessings. Because, man, when I tell you, man, I've been going through some trials and tribulations. When you pick right, you side with the God, you dig? The incarnation that's here for us. When you pick right, bro, these niggas throw everything at you. And at first, it seemed like, yeah, this is an issue. But the reality is, nah, we got our own powers. And we try to fight against the 6 ether forces and the powers that be in the mainstream society. We try to fight against them using their energies and their sciences and their forces. We got to use our own forces. It's time for that. We got to use our own forces. So yeah, definitely, you know, we going through it. And I've been going through a lot of trials and tribulations, man. As you see, remember, you know, I started airing out showing some of the t-shirts, the sweaters and hats and stuff that we got at the Cosmic Shop. Matter of fact, let me get that banner popping. What the banner at? I didn't even see that banner. Let's go. Let's do the banner. Let's go. Create the ticker. Let's go. Show it off. Yeah. Peace and blessed family. I shook. Divine love. Blessings to the family. Because, you know, going through the trials and tribulations, man, you be thinking it's all about, you know, what you going through. There's always somebody going through something worse, God. When you think about all these people being displaced with this ice baby situation going on nationwide, you think about families being split up just like how we was in Tamaray, destroyed and disgruntled and scattered to the four winds of the earth. When you think about those things, and just in my own personal cipher, you're going through a hell of a lot, digging out of the hole, and then here it is, the new Gregorian New Year coming. I'm like, you know what? New year, new style, new everything, you know. And the first thing that happens, I get a kite. One of my young gods, my young boy, in transition. I'm still dealing with my father, my pop's transition mid 2025. And I still ain't deal with that. My young boy, me and the brother, Quiet Black, his name, Gabriel Jones is his government. And I met Son up top. They brought him right to me when I was up top in the yard. Because he was talking that WU-NUWAUP. And they was like, well, the God, Pharaoh, the one, he the WU-NUWAUP on deck. Everywhere I go, I'm the WU-NUWAUP. Everybody know it. The God do that's his thing. Dr. York, oh yeah, Pharaoh do that. Let's go. So they brought him to me, and he was an anomaly. At the time, he was a minister. He just left being a minister in the nation because he got exposed to this WU-NUWAUP. He was like, oh, start turning heads. But some was he was a homie. He was an anomaly though. The young God spoke like 7, 8 languages, played like 7, 8 instruments, was a writer, a singer, a rapper, a producer. He was working with Def Jam. Like, I don't know if y'all seen that old Chinese hood nigga that be around on social media, China Mac. Me and China Mac was at odds because of the young guard, because the young guard really was writing all the China Mac stuff, but he was locked up. So China Mac was taking all his stuff and was running around with his stuff, doing all his material that he was rapping on. Young guard wrote it and produced it. China Mac was stealing his stuff, and then when he did come to pay, he paid him in drugs. And I was tight. I was like, nah, man, because now he got to double work. So he did the work for you. And now, when it's time to pay up, you want to pay him in weight. So now he got to take the weight and flip that and go out in the street and try to get that bread. I was like, nah. So I put a stop to all that. So me and China Mac fell out. Because when I came home, I went right to meeting. It was China Mac, Jada Kiss, my song, Chi Ali. Well, I went right to it. It was a video shoot they had going on. My son set it up. He was still up top, though, Quiet Black. He set it up. But when I see how China Mac was moving, I try to be easy. Even to this day, I'm being easy. You know, we let things go where they want because we also have another associate that we both are cool with, me and China Mac. We have my brother Fabian Rahubat Beloved. I was in Green Haven with, met him at Green Haven, but he been studying the doctrine for years. He's from Queens. But Fabian and China Mac is close, and Fabe was like, yo, son, you know, that's my boy. If anything, y'all gonna have to do a sit down. So I said, I left it alone. China Mac be running around. And if we get a shot, I'm a holler at son, and we gonna do a sit down. Because that was my boy. It was his boy at one point too. But yeah, so anyway, my young boy, you know, and when he came home, when I came home, I refused to go to my mom's crib because they, you know, Black Devil Central over there. I was, you know, outside of Mama Love. But in my sister, it was a bunch of, you know, foolishness. You know how our families is. So anyway, I was living in the temple. I was on Bushwick. Yeah, I was over there. What they call the boys. I lived there when Haship was running it, you know. And when China Mac, when Quiet Black came home, he moved. I got him in there with me. He was living over there with us. Before Georgia came down, and that whole thing blew up with crazy because we was waiting for Georgia to come down in order to show love. We was waiting so we could make it strong in New York. But when they came down, they was doing executive order stuff, and they was like, y'all niggas got to go. And he was changing the locks, and they was dismissing us and all that other stuff. There was a lot of political. I don't deal with politics. Whatever. So I had to take it on the hop. So that's when I actually went back to the hood in Cypress. You know, for those that don't know, Cypress Hills, East New York, Cypress Hills Projects. So then I went back there, and Quiet Black went back to Harlem. So, but yeah, that's my brother. He's a hardhead. Him and Ramses was tight. Baba's son. Him, Ramses, Harar, that do all of the Buddhist Hare Krishna stuff with the right now that he's traveling the world on his super spiritual stuff. They was tight. And other young God that passed away, that transition also, they had like a little young poetry, hip hop movement going on at the time. This is on the time where I had a bookstore down in Brooklyn. I'm always pushing the doctrine, bro. I'm always pushing whatever little piece I could, anything I can, I'm gonna push it, man. I put my life on the line for this thing over and over and over again. I done lost 2 families. The niggas went to put a hit on me inside the prisons. The monks, the Muslims were trying to kill me, literally, over this doctrine. So, but yeah, the brother, Quiet Black, lived with me. And matter of fact, I'm gonna bring Let's see. Let's Google. Let me see if I got any inbox for myself. I think it's on another. What is this? Add an account. What my other account at? Oh boy, hey, I can. I'm still here, y'all. I'm looking for my other account is not here. All right, I gotta send it to this account. We all at? Excuse me. Yeah, so I'm gonna do a prayer of the deceased because of so any brothers and sisters that have lost some peoples, and this is what you use. This is what we have. Like I said, we have our own powers. We have our own prayers. We have our own, because there's a lot of brothers and sisters. I spoke about this in the last show that I'm hearing about. That's getting caught up with the Celtic necromancy, as the master teacher puts it in the Patarak called My Own. He explains how when we dive into a lot of these things, man, a lot of the Yoruba stuff and the Santeria and hoodoo and witchcraft, he said all of this stuff is rooted in Celtic necromancy. And this get deep when you think about that, because yes, we tap into our ancestors. We call on our Salafu, ancestors, and our overseers, Panataru. But ours are not dead. That's the Ontui represents life after life. Ours have souls. You gotta remember, theirs don't even have souls. So things get kind of giant, kind of different. But anyway, point being, we have the gold book. Remember that. Go back there, change the script, update the script if you need to, change the words around. We have the there's a lot of prayers and stuff in there. We have, what's the other book? The 9. We have that book, which full of prayers, supplications, and stuff. So we have some stuff, man. We just got to use it. All right. So before we get it, going with current events and all that other stuff, I'm gonna read a couple of things. First and foremost, I'm gonna read something out of one of my favorite books, My Brother the Extraterrestrial. Again, another shout out to the brothers overseas. Always Sam doing their thing with their 4 versus 3 situation. I love it. And I'm speaking about transitions and death. I also want to say, happy birthday to everybody got birthdays out there. Celebration of, cycle and rotating around the sun. Happy birthday, beloved. Happy birthday to my cousins, Azuma and that's Pate and Jacob. Right back, peace to God. What's up, Elder? Yeah, my cousins Jacob and Azuma. Happy birthday to them. And my daughter's birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday to my daughter, Tahira Ninti. Love her unconditionally. Can't wait till we get our thing together. So yeah, I'm here, y'all. I'm here, and let's go. So this is what I'm gonna read real fast. I could have got it off the. Let me see if I have a copy of it. Let me see if I have. I don't know if I have a copy of it where I can show it on the screen. So right now I'm gonna just read. WU-NUWAUP. So Nuwapu, this is page 38. Question 9. Question. So Nuwapu is the people and WU-NUWAUP is a religion. So Baba says, now it could be called that only because the word religion means in Latin religio, holiness, and holy is son, or from Heliopolis in ancient Kamam, Egypt, as Tel Hisi, the place of the sun, which is where the crafts of Amun-Ra landed from Sahat, Orion, and Sabatat, Sirius star systems. And Hermopolis is where Tahuti thought landed from Sabatat, Sirius. Yet, in fact, it's the only true way of living given to you by Panatharu Pawahanu, the overseers of ancient Kamam, Egypt, our true Salafu. So WU-NUWAUP was given to us by Panatharu, also called Nitiru. This is the only way, the only true way of living given to us by those ancestors whose crafts came down from Sahat, Orion, and Sabatat, Sirius star constellations. WU-NUWAUP is it. How is it pronounced was the next question. WU-NUWAUP, WU-NUWAUP. Yes, that is very good. Nuwapu would mean Wapians, as the U on the end is plural for living things. So you see NUWAUP or WU-NUWAUP, we say, is the right knowledge, the right wisdom, and the right understanding. It's all actual factual knowledge, all factual wisdom, and all factual over and understanding, both finite and infinite. It's the true science of all sciences and the science in science. WU-NUWAUP is the soulful science that existed before the Bible and the Quranic records of creation, which is only 6,000 years old from the Sumerian tablets, which are 9,000 years old, such as the Enuma Elish, the Gilgamesh epics, Atrahasis, tablets of Etana, tablets of Ishtar, and Tammuz. It has only one birth date record, and that is, Baba is phenomenal, and that is the Nagaru Salau, the Negroid race of Africans called, this is our birth record, once upon a time. Our birth record is called Once Upon a Time. The message of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that he said that we are older than the sun, moon, and stars. So I asked the brothers, the Muslim brothers, I said, well, if that's the case, then how is Arabiya our first language, and how is Allah the name of our deity, if we older than the sun, moon, and stars? So Wakia says, so it has no beginning nor end? Baba says, yes, that is the actual fact, and is therefore the science of the original creative forces and the original soulful and spiritual science of the African little people, the Patahites, and all Nagaru in general, or genes are real, that word, portmanteaus, general, gene, real. Genes are real, the real genes of this planet. The first world people or animist of animism that is linked to our own Salafu ancestors before time was, we were. Time started here 5.4 billion years ago. Big Bang. Let's talk about that. So when we go back, because he's talking about the Sumerian tablets that lead to us, going to talk about the Patahites. Remember when Right Knowledge came out, he described as the Patahites, Ethiopian Cushites. So he's going back to that, the Ethiopian Cushites, the Patahites, these the little people, the Sands people. Those are the original incarnations that created force on this planet, right? So go back to the Holy Tablets, right? When God was like, remember the Holy Tablets, because everybody's all big, Billy Carson and Wesley Muhammad, and everybody want to talk about they want to talk about the Anunnaki and the Biru and the Sumerian tablets. When the Holy Tablets was with 95, 96? The Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, the messenger, said that the Bible, the Quran, will travel the circumference of the planet Earth, and after it does, then a new book will come to usher us into the hereafter. The master he put the book out in 95, 96. The Muslims, the NOI, they asked Farrakhan, because there was too many of them talking about the Book of Lamb. talking about the holy tablets, and the most honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said, he said no. He said a lot of these people acting like they got the book. He said that's not the book. He said I'm going to put the book out myself before the year 2000. Upon the year 2000, family, you know what book he put out? He put out a book of prayers, how to make salat. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. He literally put out a book of how to make salat with the hey, people got to pray. We have a part to that called the beauty of religion. It's nothing against religion. We just know it's not ours. That's it. However, doubling back. So I'm bringing all this up because inside the holy tablets, Baba explains, he says what? The three creations: primary creation, secondary creation, tertiary creation. In the cream of the story, he's talking about us as what? Gaseous beings, melaninites, existing as nine ether gaseous beings, growing with the universe in the first levels of creation before incarnating. So the primary creation, gases, it's us, right? Secondary creation, what happens? Those gases manifesting into the physical. Tertiary creation, then everything becomes solid. Everything starts to take form and takes its place. So evolutionary creation. So he's taking us, letting us know that remember, the tablets go back 76 trillion years. Even before that, going into the solar system, when he breaks down solar arena, and he said how all the 19 galaxies were 19 planets surrounding and revolving around a greater sun called solar arena, Om. It was called the Om. So before the 19 galaxies, this other galaxy existed where he took us back to 76 trillion. That means this is before Ilion, because Risk is the 8th planet in the 19th galaxy. So if this is before the 19th galaxy, there was Om and the 19 planets revolving around Om, and all of that is in the first chapter of the Holy Tablets when they talking about this Anunnaki phase that everybody's going through. We ran through this 20-some years ago. And they want to ignore not Billy Carson, not Wesley Muhammad. None of them is talking about the master teacher, His Excellency, Dr. Malachi Zadok York, who they had to kidnap. None of them. They want to ignore the black Messiah. They want to ignore the savior of the black race. And then all the black folks want to ignore it too, because they've chosen foreign and alien, no pun intended, religions to follow, but they want to ignore their alien. Battle back to the family. I appreciate y'all for spending your time with me. It's a blessing. I'm just getting into this WU-NUWAUP, getting to the basics of this thing. So the goddess asks, she says, what does that mean? He says, man, it means WU-NUWAUP is the science of which that this universe was grown. WU-NUWAUP existed for a very long time before what you were taught in your Torah, Gospel, Quran about the first man, Adam, and his wife, Eve. Man, if y'all go back to the tablets, man, like I'm just saying, like we know what the tablet represents, because the tablets is the last level of religiosity that we was dealing with, the religious doctrine. It's the bridge between the religious doctrine and what's crazy, what came before it in the 60s, but the Nupu science and the WU-NUWAUP. It's the bridge, so, but we got to get back to it, because you got so many people that's falling victim to the tablets and all that stuff right now. Well, the doctrine of the Anunnaki, and the people are giving them pieces, they're giving them foolishness, you know what I'm saying? And we got the information, we got the answers. We the salvation, the solutions to the problem. You know what I mean? Just for anybody got any questions, this is a shirt that one of my boys made. He be doing funny shit like this. So it says, I'm a food stamp baby. I'm going to eat regardless. And so I had to wear it. I told him I'm wearing on my show. My brother Zayd, and I seen how it matched. The colors matched perfectly. We talk about 6 and 9. The colors matched perfectly with the joint. So I said, man, let me throw this on with this. Word. I'm gonna get his information because he does shirts and all that. He got a store on TikTok. He got the whole code and all that, QR code to be scanned and the whole 9. This is fire. But yeah. Just to explain that. All right. I just wanted to remind you, man, about this WU-NUWAUP and how blessed we are, because it's about appreciating the blessings. How blessed we are to have the master teacher. I said it last week. How blessed we are to recognize the master teacher. He's been teaching since the 60s. He completed the cipher. He completed the prophecies. He's the continuation from the Mahdi in the Sudan that led to Deuce Muhammad Ali, that taught both Noble Drew Ali and Marcus Garvey. Hold up. Bring that over here. That led to Robert Poole becoming part of and became the messenger, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, who really in his own right is a hybrid incarnation of Rumardian Gray we know as Krill, who was also partnered with and taught in school by a Venusian, somebody from Venus, or as they call God incarnate, Fard Muhammad. And he took them as far as he can take them with the baby knowledge. He gave them the rudimentary sciences. And he says somebody's going to come to complete that cipher and take this thing on to the next level, who was also guided by Krill, but also with Alamar and Sa'at, those beings that crashed at Roswell when one of them passed away. They said they resurrected her. But anyway, they was schooling the young boy who we knew as Isa al-Hadi al-Mahdi, Imam Isa al-Hadi al-Mahdi, and they was schooling him and guiding him. And every once in a while when he lose, because this is a place of illusion. This world is a world of illusion, so the angels come down, the angelos, the messengers come down, and they get caught up in the illusion. And so Krillin have got to reboot the guard every once in a while. Hey, they real. Stay real. But so we was blessed to see and know that. And now you have also in the you're going to have a lot of these brothers that, like I talk about the brother Farrakhan, and he's been here for years, and we love the brother for his intentions. But these are Paulites. These are people that came like Paul with their own doctrine that go against the Messiah's doctrine. Because let's keep it funky. Before I move on to the prayers for the deceased, let's keep it funky. The most honorable Elijah Muhammad gave the nation to his son. That wasn't a mistake. That was on purpose. In order for him to disband it, his son was responsible for the largest Muslim conversion in North America. Orthodox Islam Muslim conversion. Because the most honorable Elijah Muhammad was responsible for the largest Muslim conversion with the Nation of Islam forming. His son, Warif Deen Muhammad, was responsible for the largest Orthodox Sunni Muslim conversion in North America when everybody left the Nation of Islam and became ministers and shut down the Nation of Islam. And Farrakhan was one of those followers that left. And Malik Zulu Shabazz wrote a book going into that whole story on when happened, when after the nation and why Farrakhan came back. And it wasn't like he was making a move to do it himself. Somebody else was bringing the nation back. And Farrakhan had the notoriety in the ears of the people. So once he found out that somebody was bringing the fundamental principles back, he ran up ahead, got the fruit. They was using the nation of dodging earths as the soldiers at the time because he ain't had no fruit yet, and they was doing the security. And he bumped the other brother out of the way. I forgot who that brother was that initially was bringing the lessons and all that back. And that's right now. They got the discipline. The nation is forthwith, like they the truth with the discipline, with the diet, with the working out, with the business, the acumen. They the truth. The sisters dressed to the T, to the nines, they military, all that is cool. They don't have the WU-NUWAUP. All that is cool. They have no, they're not even dealing with the lessons anymore. So that's just what it is. All right. So before we, because I got some other stuff I want to talk to you about, like tying back, of course, always tying back into the master. We have to free the master teacher. We have to help the brothers in Trinidad. Whatever the legal team, whatever y'all can help the legal do that. I don't know what the hell is going on with that, but I could see the manifestations of what's happening in Trinidad because those are physical buildings. So I can send my resources there to see physical manifestation. I'm not with the okey doke stuff, and I'm not into the hadith and sunnah of Yanun, because that's you got niggas living under the hadith to Yanun right now. It's crazy. But I'm gonna share my screen, and I want us to, if anybody got they peoples that transitioned, you could use this prayer for the deceased, because I'm gonna do it for my young boy, Quiet Black, Gabriel Jones, and it's my first time doing it publicly. I'm gonna do it for my father, who passed away 2025. So I'm gonna add his name to the equation. Anybody, and this is gonna be short. We're gonna go through it, and then we're gonna get back to and it'll be on record for anybody who need it. So you could just go through this and go through the prayer and add the name of your loved ones that transition to help them. Because we have to help them when they leave, because they're not studying what we study. We got the actual fact, the spiritual you after the physical you dies. We got to internalize, we got to memorize that, so that our souls, that we conscious that when we move on, we know the rules and regulations of engagement. We have to internalize these things. Like right here now, I'm looking at, I got stacks of books around me, old school, new school. I got stacks of books around me in this room. This room is crazy. Stacks, like right now, like I got 30 books right here, 20 books over here, 5 big binders full of. I got the library right there. I got a library in the kitchen. I got buckets over here. Yeah. Yeah, it's not gonna be a heavy. But we just I gotta get this out, put this in the atmosphere for the young God, for myself, for my pops, and then I want to point some things out that I never, I ain't hear nobody point out, and it is what it is, and we'll see. So I appreciate y'all. Again, I want y'all to appreciate the blessings, bro. Because listen, I was going through it, and while I was going through it, still, it's not taken away from how serious things were with me or are with me and what I've been going through. But now I'm looking at my brother that in transition, and now I'm like, damn, I'm sitting here crying about X, Y, and Z, but I'm here to cry. I'm here to talk. I can still make it happen. You dig what I'm saying? So after this, we're going to talk about Venezuela and Russia. Woo. We're going to talk about Dave Chappelle and his, those are books I was talking about, falling all over the place. We're going to talk about Dave Chappelle and his stand-up and some stuff that he was saying that ties into the master. Very important. All right? So those of y'all that still here or that tune back in, come on with it. Come on with it. Oh, stay in tune with me. I'm here, y'all. Stay in tune with me. Let me see. Share screen. See a screen. What is this? All right. Here we go. So this is the prayer of the deceased. For those that don't know, let me get. I am a conduit for information. I'm like an information superhighway. Baba is a channel. He's a doorway. He has the information and he reveals it to us almost in a 10, 15 year cycle, between 10 and 15 year cycle. He switches up the doctrine every 10 years and he gives us things 10 and 15 years before anybody is conscious of it. My cycle is 3 years. I have access to information at least 3 years ahead of the game. I've been telling this for years, but nobody listens to me. So I'm like, boom, I'm not even going to deal with it no more. I'm just going to put it out. So what I'm going to use this platform to do is give y'all the game here. And I'm going to just give y'all stuff and y'all just go out there and do what y'all do with it. Because I can't do nothing with everything. I can't do with everything. People will be like, yo, why you don't just do this? Why? And I'll be like, I need to put groups and communities together because I can't do everything that pumping through my system from the overstow, from the universal mind. I can't. It's impossible. So I've had composition books that I've given to brothers and sisters that run communities and bookstores, and they did nothing with it. They think I'm playing. I ain't playing. But anyway, so this is the book. And let's get to the prayers in the book. Prayers for the departed. So it says, in the beginning of the year, when it ends, we remember. So all of these, first of all, let me say this. The whole book is phenomenal. A sunrise, Atum Ray, does not last all morning, all things past. All of this is a part of the sequence, okay? May there be Hotep peace in the higher regions. May there be peace in the firmament. May there be peace on earth. May the waters flow peacefully. May the herb plant grows peacefully. All of this is a part of the sequence. I'm going straight to the prayers for the departed. O my deities, O thou forgiver of weaknesses, bestower of gifts, dispeller of afflictions. Verily I beseech thee to forgive the weaknesses of such as have abandoned the physical garment and ascended to the spiritual world. So this right there, that's such as, that's where we put the name. Put these names in there. You're gonna have them down. You're gonna have them down here. Okay, you're gonna have down here the names of the deceased. All right, so I'm gonna leave the such as alone because I would add the such as. I don't be playing. I need them protected, right? I have abandoned the physical garment and ascended to the spiritual world, right? Oh my deities, purify them from trespasses, dispel their sorrows, and change their light of chaos into your surreal darkness. Cause them to enter the garden of happiness, cleanse them with the most pure water, and grant them to behold the splendors on the loftiest mount. Give them rest with the devout and just in the place of pasture, of rest and the refreshment of waters in the paradise. We know, and this is where we put our names of our loved ones here, that transition. So right now, and from here on in, I'm going to say the name of both Gabriel Jones and my father, Howard Folk. So we know Gabriel Jones and Howard Folk is with you. Howard Folk and Gabriel Jones have shed the frail earthly mansion and departed this life to live hereafter in the realm upon the throttle. Howard Folk and Gabrielle Jones' earthly work is done, and Howard Folk and Gabrielle Jones has laid down the burden. From the din and dust of life's struggle, Howard Folk and Gabrielle Jones have gone to the deathless world of peace and rest, where the chaotic light fades into peaceful darkness. Yet Howard Folk and Gabrielle Jones sees clearer than ever, where happiness fails not. Our beloveds have not died. Only the body which is yet to live in spirit in a higher and nobler place than our thoughts can measure and minds can conceive. Let Howard Folk and Gabrielle Jones rest in everlasting peace and joy with you, the throttle. Howard Folk and Gabrielle Jones goes home this night, to thy home of winter, to thy home of autumn, of spring and of summer. Howard Folk and Gabrielle Jones goest home this night to thy perpetual home, to thine eternal bed, to thine eternal slumber. Sleep, thou, Nawum, sleep, and away with thy sorrow. Sleep, thou, Nawum, sleep, and away with thy sorrow. Sleep, thou, Nawum, sleep, and away with thy sorrow. Sleep, thou, beloved, in the bosom of Papaut, the All. The shade of Mawuth, death, lies upon your face, beloved, but Anubis of death and grace has his hand round about thee, in the nearness to the Trinity, Atumreye, Atunreye, Amunreye, farewell to your pains. Anubis stands before thee in Hotep, the Gabat. Peace is in his mind. Sleep, Nawum, O sleep in the calm of all calm. Nawum, sleep, O sleep in the guidance of guidance. Nawum, sleep, O sleep in the love of all loves. Nawum, sleep, O beloved, in the nabab of death. Nawum, sleep, O beloved, in the nabab of life. Anubu, take Howard Folk and Gabrielle Jones home. Hold on. There's a couple of more, but there's nothing more to actually to put in still as far as the name. Anubu, take your people's home is the end of the prayer. But I'm gonna say this: life puts death in confusion. Confused living people die. All are confused. All die. Now that puts all things in perspective. I would know whether after the parting of the Ka'at body and the Ba'a soul, I shall ever know more than I know of all that which I have long wished to know. For I cannot find anything better in man than that he knows, and nothing worse than that he be ignorant. This life of light is only a step to eternity of darkness. For that which we call Mawuth is but a doorway in truth, a progress into eternity. When a child is born, all rejoice. When someone dies, all weep. We should do the opposite. For no one can tell what trials and travails await a newborn child. But when a mortal dies in peace, we should rejoice, for he has completed a long journey. And there is no greater joy than to leave this world of chaotic light, faith, and belief, not knowing for now that great time has come to know the real and final truth is there life after death. Yeah, so this is an official joint. I'm not going to read the rest, but I'm going to let it slide by so you could all see it, and then you could go back and read it yourself. because this is official book, because this is why our ancient ancestors, the Tamarian and ancient Egyptians, they always dealt with the science of Ma'uth, death, because it's the doorway, it's the next phase, and they was preparing, and we should start being prepared, because that's the one thing that's we all can agree, and that's the balancer. All right. Peace, family. Woo. So again, Ralph Bad Moisar. I see you, Stilo. Yeah, so that was my, get that up, and now we could use that when our people are going through, when they go through their transition. We got to get to them before they go through those transitions with books like Soul, Spirit, with books like Is There Soul and Spirit, Life After Death, the spiritual you after the physical you dies. We have to get this information to our people so when they get to the other side, they can navigate the 9 gates. They could go to the spiritual orientation that they depicted in Beetlejuice. After these niggas died, niggas sitting there at the DMV. You know what I'm saying? They could go through that. So, yeah, man. This is what it's about, guys. So I had to put that out. My brother, Quiet Black transition. And I heard about it. It's crazy. It's funny. It's not funny. I heard about it due to the show. When I did the first episode, put the show out, and Rahul Bat, Marshall Delight, peace goddess. So when I put the show out, my peoples made contact with me. I was sending the links out. It was like, yo, I heard about Quiet Black. I was like, who heard about Quiet Black? It was like, you transition. You sent me the obituary. I was like, what? And then, what's today, the 18th? This was on the 14th, or something like that. No, it was last week for the show, right after the show. So it was like maybe it was right after the show, like that Monday. And apparently his funeral and all this stuff just happened like the 10th, just before that. It's like mind blown. But he passed on like the last week of December. So the God didn't even make it into the new cipher. Boom. All right. On a brighter note, let's brighten this up. Wind this camera so I can see. Everybody all right in here? I appreciate y'all for spending some time with me. You can be anywhere, but you're here with God, and we starting off small. We starting off small. Sorry. Guess what God did? When Potter Bab Yano, His Excellency Dr. Malachi Z. York, brought science of WU-NUWAUP, he was walking around the streets in New York talking to the people, pieces of people here and there. He was walking the streets, talking to people, small groups. We don't need a lot of people. We need quality people that are consistent. Dig what I'm saying? Yeah. And just for people to know, I'm going to start blowing niggas up too. Is this going to be the show I blow niggas up? Should I blow niggas up? These niggas be acting like they don't. I'm blowing these niggas up. So, boom. Nigga, we started the native tongue movement. Nubian Islamic Hebrews. These niggas out here acting like, okay, all right, let me change it. Still saying I ain't going away. I'm gonna keep it right here, but I want y'all to see something. Pay attention. The slave niggas have been trained how to desecrate and disrespect Black leadership. Those of us that bring them and help them ascend from just being regular niggas. Case in point, the master teacher is being disregarded, disrespected, and dismissed. But before Google, he was the what? information superhighway. Everybody know you get it to get the information from Dr. York about anything you need to go through. It's Dr. York versus the computer. Imam Isa versus the computer. And even right now, it's AI versus AI. Artificial intelligence versus what? Ascended or alien intelligence. Ooh, that's what it is. It's going to be God versus the computer again. So, what am I saying? Why am I saying this? Let me give you a perfect example. Damon Dash. It's sad what's going on with him. But he is the perfect example of the training that we have gone through, the conditioning we have gone through to dismiss, disregard, disrespect, and violate those that laid the foundation, laid the groundwork for our success. Damon Dash put on Kevin Hart. Damon Dash put on Jay-Z. Damon Dash saved the careers and contracts of Nori, Drink Champs. Damon Dash set in motion urban fashion that everybody's capitalizing. Pharrell and Pusha T and them, and ASAP Rocky and them. Damon Dash set the tone with urban and music. Oh, who's that other the one who did Precious? Damon Dash was the one funded him to get his career going. Dash is a part. So people want to disregard because of his attitude, but he had that same attitude. This is the thing we want to ignore. Our people with those types of attitudes, even Steve Styles stole all his independent talk. All that's Damon. He argued against that with Damon Dash, and Steve Styles sold the people out. And he put the what's that? Brown. He got a book out where he basically was snitching, dry snitching, and was talking about the color of America, mixing pot of America, because he's been working both sides of the track since he's been in the game. Remember, Steve Styles came in and sold out LL Cool J, and he got into the industry by snitching that when L was doing he was doing a commercial for one of the brands like Levi, or when he did a commercial, he did the Forced by Us slang in there for FUBU because he was a co-owner of FUBU. So he did a FUBU commercial in a mainstream major brand commercial. Steve Stout used that and got into the boardroom with the Mukasu, with the white folks, and snitched and said, look, y'all don't even speak the language. These niggas out here making moves right in front of your face and violating y'all. Let me get in. I could translate it for you. That's what happened. So you're going to bring it up because Steve and Dame been clashing because Dame was telling niggas 20, 30 years ago, just what we got to do. We got to be independent. Dame was part of that other thing too. When it was like Suge and all of them was putting things together to get an independent distribution so that they could corner some of the market in urban music. And Jay went in there and snitched and told the white folks, yo, they niggas is out there doing such and such. Look how Dame is struggling now, right? And how everybody's talking about him, disrespecting him and violating him, but they wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for him. Nori was literally talking about how he was in there negotiating a deal at a time when his album was keeping the lights on in Def Jam. And they was trying to get a nigga like $5,000, $6,000, $20,000, $30,000. And Dame came in there and he walked out of there with like $500,000. Dame came in there like, oh, whoa, nah. This man is the reason why we even working in here. No. So he's an example of how we've been trained to dismiss those that sacrifice for us. Is he an asshole? Absolutely, he is. Absolutely. Is he super aggressive, super condescending, Yes. But that's what he needed to be in order to swim with the great whites. See? That's what he needed to be to let them know, nah, Y'all niggas don't do nothing. This is ours, and we letting y'all ride. See, they hate being reminded of that every day. Now you said Eric Sermon, look, Tory Lanez, right? They try to kill Tory Lanez. You think that was just a convenient, like, oh, he disrespected homeboy? No. That whole thing with Meg Thee Stallion, she got rewarded for sacrificing him. He broke the matrix, right? He broke the matrix to show how to get this money independently with the NFT. Everybody's laughing at the NFTs. No, put your stuff. I got music. I do music. Tonight, nobody hollered at me to do the bar stars, so I'm going to play one of my songs at the end of the night. I'm going to play I Shook Unconditional Love. But that's been already released. I have 20, 30, 40 songs that's never been released. You're not going to get them on here. You're going to have to go to my NFT page, and you're going to have to get it from there. $1. Get it for $1, because guess what? Streaming is robbing the people, giving them 0.0.0.0.0000000.1 cent for 30,000 streams. Niggas that go on, niggas that have 300 million streams and walk around and get 99 cents in their account. These niggas robbing us. Eric Sermon broke down how, say if you got 500 customers consistently, you can make super living off of it's 8 billion people on the planet. So when I say this 100 or 500 people, I want y'all closed-minded people, open your mind. I'm not talking about us all having the same 500 people tapping their pockets, because that's how niggas think. Because even right now, I got my Cosmic Shop being advertised under the banner, right? There's niggas that saying, and people that's even called, yo, don't support him. We need that money for such and such and such and such. It's 8 billion people on the planet, nigga. And even in the WU-NUWAUP, we can say there's 30,000 of us. Y'all niggas can't feed all 30,000 your t-shirts. Relax. But that's how niggas think about the corner store. That's why we don't get corner stores. Like, oh, there's a corner store in every corner. Guess what? They feed all their families and send their kids to college and getting all our money. Hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars a year. We got to start thinking big. We got to stop this small slave nigga shit. So anyway, Dame Dash is a perfect example of how we've been trained to treat our people like doodle squat that have put us in position to win. I don't care. There's no excuse. There's no reason why they, and I even Cam and Mace, I understand when they was dealing with them, when Mace and Cam, they was gonna throw a couple of million at them just on GP, just not to have, and Dame be messing himself up. But you got to approach it from this angle. He's sick. He the OG. He's sick. He been winning for so long. He don't know that he losing that. He's sick. We got to protect him. You know what I'm saying? And now that ties into why it's important. Because that's how all of our civil rights people are treated. Those that haven't become mainstream accepted. Everybody that sacrificed their life for the black people are disrespected, dismissed, tossed away, sacrificed their life, their families, to be up there on the front lines. And we want to act like we don't even recognize, like, come on. You know how much money Baba could have made writing science fiction? He said it years ago. He said, man, I could have wrote all kinds of science fiction movies with this doctrine. But that's not what it's for. This is your story, and he got to relink us to our ancestors. How to inside the sacred wisdom of Tahuti, before he get into the sciences, right? And he get into the 9 principles. He starts off with, he says, are you in there? Are you ready? What are you talking about? He talking to the God in you. Are you in there? Are you ready? That's what this is about. To re-spark in the sacred wisdom of Atum Ray, the black book. So the question, Yeah, this because it's important, and I have it. It's right here. 1 second. My water. Probably need that too. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Sacred record of iTunes. Yeah, I got everything. If they got it, I got it. All right. So on page 70, verse I'm gonna start off with verse 179. Let me go. All right. I'm gonna start off with 175 on page 176, verse 175. And he says, is it changing? He says, Cain, which is Tua, yes, we are now moving into the next 24,000 years, or the next sun cycle, the era of Nathar Atum Re'eh, when the unknown will be made known, when that which was undifferentiated should be separated, when the truth should be separated from the lies, and that which is covered up shall be made plain for all to see. Question. So we have a 24,000 year sun cycle and a 24,000 year moon cycle. Tua. That's the actual number is 24,896, rounded off to the nearest 100 becomes 25,000 years each. And the two combined is called the epoch, and that is a 50,000 years. Question. And is it that time again? Tua, Cain, it is your time, my children, to renew our story. The mystery, or my story, must be heard as the sun burns its way in and purifies, for the earth will not be destroyed this time by water, but by fire. The great ball of fire, a massive meteorite followed by showers controlled by Panatharu that will hit this planet Earth. Won't we all get burnt up? That's the question. Answer, no. You will be transformed into an etheric body, turned inside out. That's the purpose of this outformation. Question, and how is this task going to be performed? Answer, the spell can be lifted by imparting onto your mind's eye the facts beyond the shadow of a doubt, to raise you as the sun appears to rise, Re'eh, and to place in your hand the Ankh, the key, to all the right knowledge, right wisdom, and right understanding, Ma'at. That is only recorded in these records known to us as the best kept secrets and were best kept sacred until this great day and time. Question, what do we call these records? Answer, we refer to these records as the Nuwaupian sacred records of Nathar Atum Re'eh. Amun Bab Re'eh Kakpita. These records will be our present day Nuwaupu records. This is a 76 trillion year history of our records being brought up to date for you. Question, here we go. What do you mean by Nuwaupu records? By Nuwaupu records, I mean the Nuwaupian sacred destiny. Then in the past, then in the future, which is the best kept secret right now. Here go the verse. 184, page 70. From their departure from the heavenly skies to this planet, Gi, which ancient was Tamaray, is the deity Seb, Keb, or Geb, earth. From their departure from the heavenly skies to this planet Earth and their eventual return, if this information raises them from the mental death to life eternal. And I'm going to give Baba his props. So I'm going to read this verse. And then I'm going to close it out. Is there one sent to raise us from the mental death? Yes. None can give you this save myself, your appointed Supreme Grand Master, known in ancient times, going back to the Anunnaki stuff, in ancient times as Marduk, the Anutu or Anunnaki, the nowadays Parare Aha, back in it was Ataferti, Pharaoh of the New Egypt of the West and Tamaray. I am a living Pharaoh, Netir Atumreye, Amanubi Reachpita, a Netir of the Netiru. Also, Maku, Black Eagle of the Yamasi Native Americans, or Sheikh As-Said Isa Al-Hadi Al-Mahdi of the Ansaru Mahdi, as a Muslim, or Rabboni Yeshua Al-Hadi, the Hebrew rabbi who is Naya Malachi Zodak York. I am of the seed of Ben York and of Yusuf bin Ali, a Malayan Moor, called Old York. I, Natir Ature, am now the head of the worldwide movement and rebirth known as Nuwaupians, the lost children of Mu and Atlantis in ancient Tamaray. I was also known as Melchizedek or Al-Qadir, the green one of the sons of the green dislight. I am the spiritual guide of the pure Sufi, also known as Al-Qut of the access, and as an Elohim or Seraphim, Michael, Natir Atumre. That's to give you all about my attributes and all his accolades. I was going to stop, but I got to give God his just due. He is the HNIC on the planet. He is that. But the point is that he's here to give us this WU-NUWAUP. Again, going back. Are you in there? Are you ready? Who he talking to? Those who left from their departure from the heavenly skies to the planet Earth and their eventual return to the heavenly skies. If this information raises them from the mental death to life eternal. So who are these gods he's talking about? You are the last dragon. You possess the power of the glow. Hold up. He talking to us, family. He talking about us. We the ones. That's how I decided that. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone right now. Right now, I started off with this. My brother, the extraterrestrial. I'm gonna get back to it because Rakia asked him a question, and he told straight up and down. Look, again, tying back into what I just read. She says, page 22, question 5, and just what is our purpose? And look what he says the purpose is. Check it. Well, if you mean here on this Kawak, this planet, that is one thing. And if you mean as a living being, that is another. I will say this. This is Baba answering the question. I came to clean my own inside out and outside inward so they can be transported home to Sabatat, Sirius, and or Sa'ahat, Orion, which I taught as Ilion in the Quran 83, 18, 19. So what is the purpose? So you got a lot of brothers and sisters that sitting there talk about this ET stuff is fake. Oh, we don't deal with. You got a lot of. Here it is, the government that confirmed it. Here it is, there's a Star Wars going on. Here it is, we know Nanar is working with the orange, yellow dude, the trumpet. We know that he's the Dajjal. He's the Antichrist, Trump. And he's doing what he's doing by lead with Nanar, son of Enlil. These Anunnaki stuff, right? What's the purpose of this teaching? I came to clean my own inside out and outside inward so they can be transported home to Ceres and Orion. Sabatat and Sa'ahat. That's the purpose, y'all. Who? Those that came from the heavenly skies, departed the skies, came to earth, and if they could be resurrected from this mental death, they could go back. I'm giving you what the God, I'm just repeating what the God said. So, going back to I'm saying all that to say that they telling you to forget about him. They telling you, nah, that nigga, even if you want to keep the teachings, forget about him. Keep the teachings. Out of here, bozo ass. All right, so yeah, so the same way they dismissing Dame is how these people are doing right now with Baba. I'm gonna give you an example. Dame's situation is Jay. Jay could have just took care of all that, dispelled all that. Jay's a sucker. I'm from Brooklyn. Hove is Hove in Brooklyn, but he's a sucker. Look, he don't want no. Hove is a sucker, bro. Behaving, Source Money, Jazzo, Dame Dash. Jesus, bro. I mean, that is what it is. I mean, it's subjective. Okay, let me just leave it at that. But the equivalent, right, with Baba, you got nigga sitting there jumping on Haru Hotep. On him, like he doing something big with his religious. He said, Tabby Jet is at it again. That's crazy. Oh, it was the Gap commercial. Okay, Stilo, I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, Kanye West, another one for Dame. That's a fact. So Haru Hotep, he's kicking. He have all this information that he's putting out through his organization, but it's Leviathan, family. It's Nubian Islamic Hebrews mixed with the Holy Seed Baptist Church or the Egyptian Church of Christ Incorporated, mixed it with a sprinkle of NUWAUP, right? Right knowledge. But you teach a religion. It's Leviathan. And Leviathan is trick knowledge forces, laws of sin. And you got a lot of our brothers and sisters jumping back into that. Like, oh, the brother is teaching, he using it. Yeah, he stole our pictures. Yes, he got downloads of information that Baba didn't give us. Like, I know the Sacred Masculine. He had access to Sacred Masculine. It became one of his books under a different title. I think the Book of Men he has over there. You know, we got the Feminine, got the Sacred Feminine, but we ain't never get the Sacred Masculine. But this is Haru had the manuscript and rebooted it. But these niggas, yeah, they're gonna disregard, they want to dismiss. Again, when I spoke about the Emperor, there's another one. They want to dismiss the master, they want to leave him in the Sijin, burn him out. There's some other people around. The God just say, her Tabby Jet is at it again. It ain't never gonna stop because, like I said last week, we are all students of the master. But we have the students of the master of the sun cycle, the Ibis, versus the students of the master of the moon cycle, the baboon. And they have the different energies. So that's what we're going to have, the pull and push. And Bob is a master of both. So he going to use the chaos to get order. It's just what he does. So that's one of the examples I want to use. Okay. Now, I don't know how many of y'all seen the Dave Chappelle stand-up. when he was talking all that talk about Puffy, and he was talking about how everything started with R. Kelly. He was talking about the Mann Act, how they used the Mann Act to go after Puffy. Now, Puffy avoided the Mann Act, and Puffy got a trial, which was what it is, an open trial, public trial. So they can't do but so much when everybody's looking. See, with the Master didn't have that. They wanted to bury everything. But I wanted to point out that Dave Chappelle was wrong, that the situation with Puffy wasn't based on what happened with R. Kelly. The situation with R. Kelly, the situation with Puffy, the situation with Bill Cosby, all of those things was based on what happened to the master teacher, Dr. Malachi Z. York. He was the first one they used the Mann Act with, outside of Jack Johnson. He was the one they brought it back for. He was the one that they try to use that to justify. They talk about transporting people over state lines and all this other food, which is supposed to be for the intent of having sex or prostitution, when neither one of them was happening because he didn't have none of these people in the cars with him. They were brought over by other people. Yeah, so when Chappelle is talking about that, they omitting the master. And that's something that we need to over respond to, because it's to show that this is exactly what Baba said was going to happen. If y'all let them do this to me, no proof, no evidence, no nothing, just hearsay and dislike. Montel Williams, which one is it? Montel Jordan is the singer. Montel Williams is the or is the other way around? Somebody let me know. Now that I forgot. I ain't hear neither one of them niggas in so long. Word up. Which one is the talk show host? Okay, Montel Williams is the talk show host. Okay. When Montel Williams was talking that foolishness, what they kept talking about? Yeah, thank y'all, Stilo and Marshall. Like, what they kept talking about when they was on the talk show? They had the holy tablets. Oh, look what he talked about in this holy tablets. They didn't say nothing about no case. They didn't say nothing about no witnesses. They didn't say nothing about no DNA. They talking about the tablets. Those holy tablets. Bro. We the reason why. Listen, all this, I keep going back between the music and the movies and Baba, right? Because all of it ties in together. We don't see it. Leon Cohen, head of Def Jam, and now he's the head of YouTube Entertainment. Leon Cohen was sent in to destroy the cultural hip-hop movement. We had Native Tongues, Queen Latifah, Poor Righteous Teachers, Brand Nubians, Jazzo. Check it. Jazzo is part of the community. Jay-Z's under Jazzo, right? Kane is part of the Nation of Gods and Earth. King Asiatic, Nobody Equal. Rakim, part of the Nation of Gods and Earth. Irv Gotti was DJing for Jazzo. That rolls into what? Murder Inc., Ja Rule, Ashanti. Jay-Z, extension from Jazzo. That rolls into the whole it definitely X-Clan. Thank you, Stilo. That rolls into the whole Brother Jay. Oh, Brother Jay is one of my prototypes. Like, if anybody know, I get busy, right? As far as rhyming and all that. Brother Jay is one of my prototypes. De La Soul, Pasta Noose. I met Pasta Noose on the land, Tamaray, when we called it Wahani and we called it Kadesh. And we was greeting each other what? Peace in the land. It was a call and response. Peace in the land is truly wonderful. What y'all know about that? I mean, Pasta Noose had the African medallion with Baba's head on the African medallion from De La Soul. X-Clan. The elder that was in X-Clan was the mentor to the emperor and was Umi Fatima's driver back in the day. Everything is telling you. Baba was responsible. De La Soul, Tragedy Gaddafi, which is responsible for the whole Queens. Noriega Capone, talking about the Iraq and everything was the desert, because Tragedy Gaddafi was part of the Ansar Allah, Nubian Islamic Hebrews, teaching that science. Nas came up under them. Come on, Mobb Deep, Prodigy. Come on, Noriega Capone, that whole nature, all of them came up. Tragedy Gaddafi. I gotta get Tragedy on the show. I'm tired of these niggas. Jazzo, I'm tired of Jazzo. Dougie Fresh was a part of this. Now he a Scientologist. These niggas are scared. They want to dismiss the master. I was listening to Tragedy Gaddafi getting interviewed. He didn't even mention us. He was like, yeah, I was studying Islam and I was in the jail. I became Muslim. Nigga, you became Ansar, bro. You wasn't just Muslim. What are you talking about? Kumo D. Brand Nubians. They nation of gods and earths, but Brand Nubians, the nation, the lessons called African savages. Why would they call themselves Brand Nubian? Because they were learning the lessons. They called it, Lord Jamar admitted, he said, we call ourselves Nubians because we was reading the books from Nubian Islamic Hebrews. Who was they rolling with? Go back to Peach Fuzz, KMD, right? Shout out to KMD, Zeb Love X, and back then when they did Peach Fuzz, MF Doom, that's a fact. That's us. All these, this is all us. You know what the native tongues are called behind the scenes now? They call them the Ummah. The Ummah. You know what the Ummah in Islam. The Ummah is, you see, they the Ummah. That's Q-Tip, Mos Def, Talib Kweli, Dave Chappelle. Yeah. And they recruited Ghostface because he left he never really been God's nerve. He just a hood nigga but now he Muslim. So now they threw him in the mix. Him and Ray is Muslim now. They threw them in the mix. They call it Ummah. This is why you see these connecting. And then even a lot of the brothers out there in Atlanta, they started off with us. Andre 3000, come on, Elevators, AT Aliens, all that's us. Erykah Badu, Baba's nephew is who? Kedar Massenberg, head of Motown. Brought in what? What he brought in? Definitely Sean Price. Sean Price is a monster, gorilla. Brooklyn. Yeah. So, come on, man. Killer Priest is a super bozo. I'm putting it on record. Sound like he reading a book on track. He's a super bozo. He stole all of Baba's book covers to use for his album covers. He's so much a bozo. All he needs is a red nose and something to juggle. Him and the brother that's over there, Rashad, that went over there with him, he's a bozo too. When the brothers was given the order to go out there and defend the master, they went on this cornball show. They ain't come on my show. They ain't come holler at me. But they went on this bozo show. And what he do? He slandered the master the next day with the Hebrew Israelite whore that he was sharing with Sinetta. Yeah. I ain't got no time to play with these niggas, man. Yeah, that's a fact. So all this is us. All this is us. Right? So now this ties into what I was kicking when I was trying to say I'm about to kick in Mark Lamar Hill back again. Pause. Because I dismantled him. He one of the certified recognized scholars, Dr. Law. I dismantled him from Sinetta. Boo, 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 boo. Time checked him, time stamped him, caught him in lies and everything. He sent me $50 cash app. Good job. Yeah. Ain't no game. But he went into my calls. I'm trying to holler at him. They talking about us on Joe Buttons. Y'all ain't peeping? I'm getting timestamps for it. They talked about us on Joe Buttons 4 to 5 different shows. They talk about Mark Lamar Hill being a part of our organization. He talked about his tattoo he still got in his arm. All this is me talking because these is people that got their spark from us, went out there, got recognized because in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. Dig what I'm saying? But amongst the gods, these niggas is Leroy, and not even Bruce Leroy. You know what I'm saying? They, you know, so I was when I was talking about Lord Jamar and Brand Nubians, I had to go back to third base. Third base. Black cat is bad luck. Bad guys wear black. Must have been a white guy that started all that. They was reading Ansarul Doctrine. And MC Search put Nas out. So Nas getting from both spectrums. I'm saying we got to call these niggas like, yo, Queen Latifah had the Nubian Nation patch back when she was talking about ladies first and all that. Moni Love and all of them. That's all us. We sparked this world. Leo Cohen told Grand Pooba straight up and down, you can't speak all that. The black man is God. The white man is the devil's crap. And Everybody Love the Sunshine is one of my all-time favorites. I learned the math from that. Everybody love the sunshine. I mean, I don't have nothing. I don't mess with Lord Jamar. I think he's that's just me from outside looking in. I ain't never meet him. But Grand Pooba is like one of the highest on highs, that, you know. So this is us, bro. We got mad. We got work to do. We did it already, but we got to remind these people because they trying to toss us and make us disappear. Like, why are we going to disappear, nigga, when everything y'all doing, y'all standing on our back? Nah. I want my spot back. Flash. I see you watching me, Flash, studying my moves. You know what I'm saying? Nah. It's my spot. You can't have it. Yeah, we on it like that. So, Dave Chappelle, back. So, we got to get that out there, that the Mann Act that was used, that they was attacking Puffy with, on in front of the world, that they lost the case. He beat him on that, even though Puffy's disgusting. He be on some director and stuff. And I think his whole thing is over. Because 50 has said, he was like, why he didn't file for bankruptcy? Because he's gonna get 100 million civil lawsuits that's gonna bankrupt him. He should have filed for bankruptcy. But Dave was saying how it was going from R. Kelly, which I gotta bring this up too. A lot of people won't talk what they talk about R. Kelly. But if you look up R. Kelly's case, they don't even got him in there on no sexual stuff. How they do that? They don't even got him in there on no sexual stuff. And I wanted, you know, because Sonetta used to do this. You know, they big up and talk about what's the slow gas dude name? The Noonie Know Nothings, or the Yeah, I remember this dude was a witness in R. Kelly case. Tying in. And just for that, I don't mess with that nigga. I don't mess with that nigga either. I was there when we was applying for I was trying to be one of the SIBs. I was applying to be with a SIB application. I was there. Put in my application. Niggas still ain't make me a SIB. It's whatever. I don't need no recognition to represent the master. Niggas, I'll be on the front line 24/7. And that nigga was selling fake sovereign packages and IDs, and niggas sitting there cutting up the laminating the fake sovereign IDs, robbing people. I'm sitting there watching because I was like, what the hell is this nigga? But yeah, man. Again, Kedar Massenberg was managing. Hold up. Stetson Sonic. We're going to get MC Delight up here. I know we are because I'm on his back. I said it. I put it up here. We going to talk to you, Shawal. You're going to bring your behind up here and talk to the people. Yeah, he's still a part of the tribe. MC Delight from Stetson Sonic. But Kedar Massenberg, who was, you talk about Erykah Badu, you talk about DeBarge, Chico DeBarge, you talk about Usher there, Neo Soul, that came from us. Baba's son is still managing Joe, the singer. Ish is managing Joe. Jacob, funky ass, he's still in the back. He still work with Cameron. You know what I'm saying? So that's another connect. Like, bro, we tied in. We got to get active. We got to get out. And we got to stop hating each other, bro. It's okay. Like Tabby, it's okay. She spit her. That's her energy. She's a fire being. That's what she gonna do. Because I don't deal with. We gotta get past that nigga. We got bigger fish to fry. Cause this nigga here, around Yamini and Westwood, that nigga Trump. We want to get that nigga to the point where he telling Baba, yo, look, you could go. Take all the niggas with you. Y'all could get the fuck out of here and leave us alone. We want it. I'm with it. Let's go. Weird, bro. Let me see what else I have to talk about. Yeah. I heard the niggas pull the switcheroo with the Venezuela situation. What's that about? I heard that when, let me see this. Taking a picture of this real fast. I heard that when Trump and it went over there, Venezuela already got rid of their tankers to send them to Russia already. So the tankers of the gold was already gone. Let me see who could send this out to. Oh, Ron Dude. I'm sending an email out. Ron Dude to get up here. Yeah, so the gold was already going in Russia. Y'all could confirm that. I don't know for a fact. I seen the joint say, oh, snap. They say they picked the switcheroo. And Trump don't want to let nobody know that they went over there and all the gold was already gone. That's hilarious. That's all I'm saying. That's hilarious, bro. That's crazy. Yeah, I was trying to invite some people to the show with the link. Okay, Basheen 101. Let me see. Here we go. Yeah, that's we see what's happening, man. What he doing, family? Man. Yeah, man. So, yo, I'm calling everybody out on stuff. Let me see. Jasar, were you there? Jasar, I'm not trying to hear none of that. I gotta tell you. You stupid. Yeah, family. Yo, next week I'm gonna have a phone number. I'm gonna figure out this week how to work it in. But I'm gonna have a phone number for people to call up. You know what I mean? Give me some comments and stuff. And we get it in. Yeah, Tragedy Gaddafi disappointed me. Jazzo disappointed me. I'm like, these niggas ain't rewarding you for staying silent. Put this shit out there. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, man. I don't get what these dudes' problem is. That pissed me off, bro. I'm sending out an email for an invite. StreamYard.com. StreamYard.com. Hold up. / X7TKTXMD X7. Y'all gonna see this. My brother TX Jasaru. Y'all gonna see your brother Jasaru just came home from he did 21. He's super hype. Ready to talk to the people. I sent the email to let me see another. I just sent an email to Ron Du, who want to teach about, remind y'all to get on board with this Amun science for the trading. Okay. And trying to get Jasaru up here to talk to the people. Yeah. Before they get here, share the screen again. Show some love. Excuse me. Drink some water. Where we at? That's it? Come on now. Come on now. Yeah. Yeah, we got all the hiccups taken care of now, y'all. Every week we're gonna add more to it. Support NUWAUPian Sabian businesses, period. Anybody coming to you telling you, yo, don't mess with such and such, them niggas is black devils. Period, point blank. We pushing the culture, man. And anybody else pushing the culture, you support them as much as possible. It's that simple. You're running around with all this cracker shit on your ass. Ain't you? Ain't you? Ain't you? Don't you got the cracker stuff on your ass? Yeah, so Cosmic Shop is open for business. We about to put some feminine stuff out too, specifically for the sisters. But right now, I want y'all to remember, each one of these shirts got that WU-SABAT, WU-NUWAUP on the side. Ooh, my goodness. Yeah, it's popping. Hold up. Where you been at? Y'all see this? I'm 25. You ain't see it? Let me see. Where is that? Oh, United States. Hold up. I'm gonna sit there talking all that mess. I ain't see it. Hold up. Here we go. You got me now? Tell me if I see it now. That shit we talk about. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, you can see it now. All right. Hold on. I can't do something. Trying to get it. Ooh. Yeah, y'all see me. I don't want y'all to see me. I want y'all to see that I'm doing. I'm trying to, because I can't change the color on it. I don't have it. Oh, I was over. Okay, I see it. Yeah, I see it. Okay, cool. All right. We on. Let's go. All right. Yeah. I was saying we got all the sizes and all that map mocked up now. We ready to go. What else? What else? Okay. We ready to go now, baby. So let everybody know. Yeah, man. Every week we gonna have something for the peoples. Um, every week we're gonna have something else. So this week coming, we're gonna start with the sisters, sacred feminine sign. We're gonna get it in, y'all. So yeah, support your peoples. This is just a round off for me. I'm on the launching pad. I got some man. I got some stuff, man. Ooh, my goodness. So the culture, that's what we got, yo. Because this is it's a culture clash. We be thinking racism is a part of it, but nobody wins the race in racism, as Baba says. It's a culture clash between the different cultures and whose culture going to win, gobble up the other cultures. That's why America being a melting pot, it's like a gumbo. Absorbs everybody's stuff and claims it as its own. You dig? But then they want to try to handcuff us to Mukasu culture. You know, it's like, so, all right. Yeah. So yeah, go to go to the store, check it out, fill the people, fill it in. That okay. Let me tell you. Let me get back over here. Hold on. Here we go. Sorry. Okay, so I got one thing that I didn't finish, and I know you're gonna be tight at me about, but was the words matching the words with the chant that I played last week. But yeah, I'm waiting for the brothers to come. It's okay if they don't. If they don't pop up, then I'm going to play the chant again in its entirety because it cut off. And one of my joints called Unconditional Love. I shook. Let me see. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Unconditional Love. I got a few. I got some stuff, man. Yeah, we got half an hour. I'm gonna play these joints for our people. Hold on. All right. So again, I got joints, right? God, I'm looking for it. Trust me, I know you talk about the brother that transitioned. I've been looking for it since the last time you asked. I ain't gonna lie. I'm looking for it, but I'm gonna get it because I got somebody help me go through the videos because I'm breaking them into pieces, into clips. But yeah, I'm looking for the those interviews with the God. And then he has another one that he did. Talk about Samuel. He has another one he did with somebody else. Yeah, the brother, he transitioned, man. He transitioned maybe around like Halloween time. Yep. You know who else transitioned? Hatwi transition from Barbados. That used to be on the show with us and all that. Yeah, man. This is why I said, like, that's why we gotta appreciate the blessings, bro. I got these funky hussies throwing all kinds of bootleg food stamp witchcraft at me and doing all kinds of curses and all that they throwing at me. And I'm in my gold book and I'm resisting and doing chants of protection and putting out the energy for everybody to protect themselves so I can get prayed on too. So when I'm putting out prayers, pray for me too. You dig what I'm saying, family? That's how we connect, right? That's how we reinforce each other. In the midst of that, in my own struggles and juggling in this physical life of illusion, the young God, and then I'm hearing about the God, he transitioned. The young God, I heard he overdosed. It's goddamn fentanyl. We don't even deal with, I don't even deal with, we ain't supposed to deal with none of that. We got the 33 commandments. That's something else on this page on the YouTube, right? I have 30 Patriarchs that I read. Yeah, I'm gonna put each one of them on TikTok and on I'm gonna do a Revision Radio Facebook page. And I'm gonna put each one of them on there, man. I've read 30 Patriarchs. Bible said you read 30 Patriarchs 30 days. It help you, get that divinity going, man. I read 30 Patriarchs for the people. Because some people who don't have it. I also have a composite of all of the updates since like 2003. I'm gonna start reading those. Only updates I don't got is the new ones for the new hereafter doctrine that the sister was giving. They supposed to be teaching. They said she's the master propagator. And so her and her little tribe, they got it, and they taught it in Brooklyn, taught it in Jersey here and there. But the reality is, it ain't getting around. Niggas hardly even dealing with this. So now you got somebody who has a level of the doctrine that nobody else has. Those are the only ones I don't got. Those updates. But I got everything else. Up until, the brothers and sisters. Always say, I'm coming, beloved. Don't act like that. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna start reading some of that. Cause we gotta get our stuff, y'all. We gotta get our stuff, and we not doing it. So what I do is I put the information out there, and whoever can get it, and we go from there. Let's go. Hold up. We got two things we about to do. Yeah, God, I can't. The brother did he transitioned. Right after he came from Egypt, he transitioned too. Yeah. Vibe with me, y'all. This joint right here is called I Shook.
Ow! Yay! Family. Yeah. Unconditional love, y'all. You know I had to do some new soul stuff, baby. Come on, stop acting up. Yeah. Grab your loved one. Use this to make it right, brothers. Use this to make it right.
No, I'm not perfect, no. I made my mistakes, and no, but all I want is love unconditional. Love unconditional. I don't deserve it, no, but it would be worth it all. All I want is love unconditional. Love unconditional.
Hold up. Could y'all hear that? Or did you have y'all on blank? Y'all was listening? Somebody let me know if they was listening. Give me a 9. Yay. Unconditional love. Y'all was rocking with me? Or y'all looking at the football game? Who winning? All right. Cool. We're gonna go back. Let's go. I'm gonna put the video out by on Friendship Day, y'all. Get ready. Woo! Y'all can't hear it? Oh my God. I'm over there wilding right now. Why y'all can't hear it? I'm over here getting busy. What? Are you serious? Let me play it again. Let me see. Let me see. Wow. Can y'all hear this? Can y'all hear this now? No? Wow. Very interesting. Well, this is not synced. So I'm like, okay, cool. But when I had it shared, I'm sharing the screen. So y'all can see the screen. Let me tell you, so y'all can see the screen. I did play it on shared screen. So y'all could see the screen, but y'all couldn't hear the music when I had it on shared screen. Let me see. When I put it on shared screen, can y'all see the shared screen? Let me do it now. Oh, y'all heard it the first. So yeah, so what happened then? Oh, that's crazy. Then I rewound it, and then the second time it didn't play. Oh, sucker MCs. They on some sucker stuff. Hold up. Hold up.
Ow.
Yeah.
Pharaoh. Yeah. Unconditional love now. You know I do some neo soul stuff, baby. Come on, stop acting up. Yeah. Grab your loved one. Use this to make it right, brothers. Use this to make it right.
No, I'm not perfect, no. I made my mistakes, and no, but all I want is love unconditional. Love unconditional. I don't
I'm not getting about myself this time, right? Y'all with me?
But it would be worth it all. All I want is love unconditional. Love unconditional.
Mama said there was some things I need to overstand about relationships between a woman and a man. Men give up love for sex. They attracted to the physical, gratifying and lust for flesh. And women give up sex for love. They seek a deeper connection. And to get it, they be giving it up. She said she was grooming me to be the type of man that gives up love for love, fulfilling nature's plan. I admit, I done broke a few hearts on my journey. Thought I was a joker too, took time to learn me. A God to know that women's hearts are frail, like the most precious and delicate Fabergé eggshells. I take the blame for all the dames I fail. Got me back in the game, helped balance my scales. You're a goddess that deserves to be loved and wiped up, taking rose petal baths, massaged and light touch.
Perfect, no. Made my mistakes, and no, but all I want is love unconditional. Love unconditional. I don't deserve it, no, but it would be worth it all. All I want is love unconditional. Love unconditional.
Real eyes, real lies, the real lies. Unseen myths like sunsets and sunrise. Way more than sex, complex when we vibe. Though I know the vortex lies between your thighs. You You resist cause you was hurt in the past, so you think that we can't work and we won't last. Doubt keeping you trapped in illusion and fear. Yesterday is gone, mama, and tomorrow ain't here. Just the eternal now when I'm digging your style. Love, making you laugh, memorizing your smiles. Listening to all your dreams and thoughts. Got 100 ways to make love to you, girl, without intercourse. Heavy mental, since I first seen your temple. Too black to blush, so I just flashed my dimple. Solar soulmates, never meant to be alone. Predestined like XX and XY chromosomes. I'm in the zone, yeah. Yo, you know there's 3 types of love, man. There's Ashuk, it's Shaub, and it's Habub. Habub is like that love that you have for your companions, your friends. Shaub is that dark love for your loved ones. But Ashuk, that's that unconditional love, that divine love, that eternal love. I want that Ashuk, y'all.
No, I'm not perfect, no. Made my mistakes, and no. But all I want is love unconditional. Love unconditional. I don't deserve it, no. But it would be worth it all. All I want is love unconditional. Love unconditional. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Because see, one of the Stilo, you gotta get your bars up. So one of the segments of the show is called Bar Stars. So I'm gathering a list of brothers that spit, sisters that sing, poets, and whatever, spoken word artists, whoever, wherever, whatever, to come through, give a interview on what they about, where they from, what they do, XYZ, da 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 da, and give us a sample of their stuff. But until we get the people lined up, ready to go, hey, I'm ready. So yeah, man. So that's that. So that's my substitute for Bar Stars, is me putting out for me, because y'all got 3-4 projects that I did. So everything I put out that's on the, because you can find that in the streaming. It's called Ashuk, Unconditional Love. You can put up Pharaoh Rising, Unconditional, and it'll pop up all the streaming sites and all that. But all of those things I'm putting out like that. I'm going to do videos. I'm going to put them out. We're going to have them on the stream. But then I got stuff that never came out. I'm not putting it nowhere near out there. Y'all going to have to come to my NFT spot and get it and, exchange energy like that. So that's Unconditional. I love it. I have a image. I'm going to use it for the, we're going to use it for, the Friendship Day coming up. But yeah, that's what that is. Listen, family. The brother's supposed to come through and do the thing with the stuff and the thing and the thing, but he ain't pop up. It's cool. I sent out the emails. Ain't nobody pop up. We good. I'm about to close it out. I appreciate y'all for being here with me. I appreciate you for spending any time, because time is sacred. It's the one thing we can't get back. Please. If you take anything from anything that I'm putting out, let it, like Baba said, you take anything from me, let it be my love. And if you're going to give me anything, let it be yours. That's the master say. I want to add to that caveat. If you want to take anything that I'm saying, please take this WU-NUWAUP, WU-SABAT. Please study this. This is those ancestors, those people that prayed and transitioned and sacrificed for us to even exist and have a future. They sent this. When you call on whatever you wanted, the God or the deity, okay, the nigga heard you. He sent somebody here for you with the information that triggers a chain reaction on the intercellular level from the DNA and the genes to bring the deity to the surface and transform this world into whatever we can conceive it to be. And if we can't, will have the ability to leave, because the monsters, the human beasts, are destroying the planet, sacrificing people to their draconian deities, and they calling them in for the raptors to come in and devour you. Revelations, and the raptors will come devour, and rich and poor, rich kings and slaves will be food for the gods. But what's our purpose? To get this information, clean inside out, outside in, and go back home, Sirius or Orion. Okay, so for the peoples that's still here, appreciate y'all. Let's see what I can do. Show my appreciation. I did that. Hold on. Is that it? No. To the wire, to the limit, to the wire, to the limit, to the wire, to the limit. To the wire. Is this the one? I don't want it to cut off on us again, but I'm gonna hit y'all with that chant again. Hold on. Yeah, I'm trying to hit y'all with that chant. And we're going to go out with it. So you know my saying. It's our time, family. You know what I'm saying? It's our time. And if not now, then when? If not this, then what? And if not us, then who? You did? For real. So we really got to get on 1-2 step. Really got to get on our 1-2 step and support your peoples. It's all about supporting our peoples, man. We got it. We give it to everybody else. Give it to each other. Trying to see if I get it up. This unconditional keep popping up. We played you already, son. Get out of here. All right, let's go. Y'all ready? All right, so before I leave, I'm going to leave y'all with the good sounding. I'm going to share screen. I promise next week I'm going to have all the words. I got them, but some of them I still got to get right. I ain't lying. It ain't right. So again, I shook. Wadu, I shook when he saw. Read. The miracle is in the pen. You are them that he came for. You already blessed. You already that, man. Like, come on. Let's go. Let's show them that they didn't waste time on us. You dig? All right, Wadu. Sure.
Anun
Wakut as Fire Satut Samenun Unasunun Lake Hadoyum Fire Satut Tawubnun Kare Amtkun Tawub as Atum Anun Talukum Yaye Muntaru Talukum Lahe Sahum Akul Hawunun Zamut Ulalut Ahmuinun Anun Hajut Kum Yaye Muntaru Aye Najus Mukwan Kawun Kum Anukikum Antum Athenun Atum Anum Tawun Antum Anun Atherhamul Mushakul Mul Ansurnun Lakethahum Ulakethahum Shane Antum Nazulalahenun WU-SABAT Anun Ather Musbatu Hadoinun Hadoini Damulnun Damulni Shafuinun Shafuini Yayena Tharunakut Dawulayekum Mutalukum Satut Samenun Lamenun Naduikum Satut Wafuknun Namuz At Wafukni Namuz At Wafukni Namuz At Anun Anun Kawuna Hamula Lahe Chathen Lahe Tawul Asme Anun Bakui At Uchafufnun Mane Panin Hajoy Ame Wakum Kador Satut Aful Nun Matul Kum Yaye Mataru Afyor Nun Mane Maches Laye Sachem Wahan Danun Nun Ame Amtkum Kum Mukhradu Afur Nun Khatu Unun Kanan Nusminun Tabuk Anun Nadunun Kalel Madu Anunun Kalel Harum Ubajul Ukarun Kawunun Satut Samenun Lamenun Namus Unashud Anun Tawu Anun Nun Muslafu Kamun Taru Lahe Wujud Pataruk Pasawu Patachlus Anun Athe Patachlus Laye Patapalahe Panin Zamut Uwakut As Anskum Yake Chalukanun Amekum Radui Amekum Rahu Anun Ather Tabuba Lake Kawun Manekum Taye Satut Samenun Unasunun Faye Satut Dawun Lake Hamuinun Anun Rasul Ashuk Layekum Faye Satut Samenun Unasunun
WU-SABAT, Satut Tawunun, Kalir Amskum Tawuat Amun, Bishalel Arenan, Afef Ayabab Ashar, Upamutat Ashatat, Upasanan Harapakadush, Yasar Anun Talukum, Yayen Muntaru Talukum, Lahesahum Mutawuat, Akui Hawun Nun Zamut, Ulalut Ahmoinun, Anun Hajut Kum Yayen Muntaru, Anun Bishalel Paranan At, Afef Balatharu Tafnut, Wushu Wusabunut, Pamuk Muntarat, Anun Talukum Yayen, Muntaru Mukhradu Afef, Tata Kadush 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 Wahu, Anun Kalal Mukwan Kawun Kum, Anun Ather Manekum, Anun Tawu Anun Nun, Musrafu Ansurun, Lakay Tahum Lakay, Fahum Shaneh Amtkum Nazula, Laheh Nun Musabat, Anun Ather Musfatu, Hadoy Nun, Damul Nun, Shafoy Nun, Shafoy Nun, Anun Ather Chalut Tawuk Mul, Laheh Pataruk Pasawu, Atum. Bishalel Paranan At, Afef Banatharu, Kahu Katat Wuhahu Hatat, Wunun Tat, Wuamun Tat, Manet Ha'amek Mayat, Hayen Palawut Amekalel, Hayut Shayenu, Kawun Manet Mayenunahu, Amelawat Manet, Panarashalel Pashamash, Layek Panarashalel, Pataharuk Atum, Mane Pawahan Nafash, Hatel Pachayen Nafash, Mane Chatat Layek 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 Achach, Mukun Amun, Anun Ather Kum Amtkum, Ather Nun Anun Ather Wahu, Papaut Kawun Anun, Ather Papaut Kadur Anun, Kadur Papaut Amula, Anun Amul Anun Ather Tasu, Anun Ather Adam Anun Ather Khatat Anun Ather Damam Anun Ather Ka'a Anun Ather Ba'a Anun Ather hayus kalun anun athir muntaru unasaru athir muntaru utalu sambil kahun lahai hamud amdud 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 asdud 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 anun atum atum amun anun atum atum amun anun atum atum amun paus kawun paus kawun paus kawun paus kawun anuki paus paus kawuni anun najus mukwan kawun kum anuki kum amkum athirun anun athir wahu kalil fayeh satus tawun nun kalil antum tawun asyayeh muntaru maneh paus layeh paus layeh paus un anun ameh mukun u athir hayat layeh hayat layeh hayat un layeh hayat un thume anun athir maut layeh maut layeh maut un ameh rawut layeh rawut layeh rawut un thume anun athir khayura damun akhuk layeh akhak mukun layeh akhak un mukun thume anun athir kahun layeh pamukhan layeh mukhan un mukun.
What I do, family? Yeah. Appreciate y'all. I shook.